So you may be trying to decide whether or not you should buy the Air or the MacBook Pro 13-inch for the M1s. Well, this is the year. I'm going to say it. Here are 3 reasons why you should buy the MacBook Air over the MacBook Pro. Never thought I was going to say that. Let's go. Now, the first reason is price versus power. With the MacBook Air, you're going to get basically the same power you're going to get in a MacBook Pro. The only difference is just how long you can sustain that power for. Now, day to day, most people aren't even going to experience the difference. And really, the difference can only be seen, obviously, if you have the 2 laptops side by side. So most people won't even know that there's a big difference. Well, because there isn't a big difference, but most people won't know there's a difference. If you need to do stuff like video editing, you might find that the MacBook Pro is maybe 30 seconds longer, the MacBook Pro is 30 seconds quicker to render than the MacBook Air. But for most people, I feel like that's a marginal gain, and it's not necessarily worth the £250/dollars you'll be paying extra. With the more sustained throughput power for the MacBook Pro, it does mean it has a fan. From what I can tell, in my experience, the fan doesn't actually really come on at all, and you can barely hear it. I don't really know in what situations it would come on, because even rendering 4K, it didn't come on. So, take that for what it is. In terms of the MacBook Air, it has no fan at all, so it's completely silent. For me, that's a pro. So for me, one reason why you should definitely get the MacBook Air over the MacBook Pro is because price-wise, you're getting the same amount of power and you get no fan noise. Now, point number 2, there is going to be more MacBook Pros on the way. We know there's going to be an improved 13-inch. We know the 16-inch Pro is coming in as well. So I think it's probably best, if you're looking to get this form factor for a MacBook Pro, it's best to just wait, because this is the MacBook Pro with the 2 ports. The MacBook Pro 13 or maybe 14-inch with the 4 ports will probably be coming next year. So probably best to wait for that if you really want a Pro machine. At the moment, the Air and the Pro are just too close to each other. And if you want to save some money, I think it's very tempting just to go for the Air like I did. I've actually chosen the Air. I'm going to keep the Air. I'm returning the Pro. So for me, I think if you want to go Pro, just wait a bit longer and let's see what Apple has for next year. The third reason to get the Air over the Pro is the base model price of the Air is $999. Now, I know it has one less core, GPU core, than the higher model, so the $1299 model. But to be honest, for $999, that is way more computer than most people will need. Even if you edit 4K, you could probably still do that on the Air, the base model Air, which is crazy. It's efficient, 16 hours of battery life, no fan, no thermals, great performance for $999. If you have issues with memory, all you have to do is maybe just get like some sort of cloud storage, or you can just buy a portable SSD drive. Seriously, $999. I mean, this is probably the perfect laptop for most people. So to conclude, the MacBook Air used to be in a weird spot. Back in the day, the MacBook Air was it's a bit strange because it was not small enough to justify it being like a portable laptop, or at least more portable than the Pro, because they were basically the same size, basically the same weight. So it was kind of like strange that you'd buy it because it's super underpowered. But now the game's changed. The MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air are at parity. There is slight difference in performance, but it's so small. So you could save money, get the Air, people don't even like the touch bar. So it's not even a pro for a lot of people having the touch bar on their MacBook Pro. So for me, now the MacBook Pro, this 2 USB-C model is in a weird spot, because really it's not really much more powerful, if at all more powerful than the Air, and it just costs more money. So it's in a weird spot. That's why I did say that we should wait for the new Pros to be coming in 2021 and see if they offer anything more special than this MacBook Pro. But yeah, like I said, the Air is the one for me this year. If you need a laptop under $1,000, that base model is undefeated. Trust me, you will not regret getting that MacBook Air. That is the one. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate any like, any subscribe, whatever, any comments, good or bad. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. I'll catch you in the next one, and subscribe for good luck.